Yesterday, we touched a little bit on female nature, or I kind of drug in, well, actually, that's been a common thread throughout this week now that I think about it. We talked about how, what is it, emotional dumping or something like that, and how, women just generally respond strongly to men who are in higher perceived levels of competence and leadership. That's generally a female trait. And then when it comes to socialization and loneliness or being alone, and how men respond to it compared to women. So I guess this is just kind of a natural conclusion of things building up to this stuff where, if you're strong both physically and mentally, women want to fuck you. Okay, they don't want to marry you, but they'd rather get that alpha seed, beta need, alpha fucks, beta bucks. Once again, proven true. According to a new study, women prefer flings, but not marriage with more muscular men. And I got to consider that a W every way that you look at it. So let's take a look at this. Research has revealed that women prefer more muscular men to their frisky flings and short-term romances. I mean, I could have told you that time and time again. I don't need to provide you with receipts, but I could just tell you that things make sense. A new study led by the University of Arkansas professor Mitch Brown quizzed 384 females about their thoughts on dating, and the results published in the academic journal Personality and Individual Differences. The women were presented with a photo of a man boasting a beefy physique before being shown a separate snap of a scrawnier looking guy. Most of the volunteers admitted that the muscular male was more attractive for them for a romantic rendezvous. Well, yeah, exactly, because they look at that guy and it's like, oh, he could probably fuck, but then they look and also think, yeah, but I've been pumped and dumped by enough Chad Thundercock, so that scrawny looking dork over there, he probably won't leave me, and I don't know, he's probably got like a a computer science degree or something like that, and he's probably got a stable job, so if I got a kid or something, he's probably more than willing to accept me. He's going to be not just a stepdad, but the dad who stepped up. Ugh. So yeah, I'll consolidate on that guy. I'll just get my long-term resources from him. Meanwhile, I'll just get that, fucking tenacious cock from Chad or Tyrone. The women were, most of the volunteers admitted that the muscular man was more attractive, for a rendezvous. However, the study concluded that females were less shallow about appearance when questions pertaining to finding a life partner or spouse. Yeah, because if they're talking in the terms of life partner, they don't really rate these whole beta guys all that high to begin with. So yeah, they'll just go ahead and take a partner. And it's like, I guess I could do worse. Now, women associate muscles with being fit and healthy and having more options. However, in a long-term context, it was important to find a kind of person who will support his family. Exactly. They want a guy who's not going to be going anywhere, somebody they think that they're going to have to, perform for, if they can just go ahead and take the sure thing as opposed to long-term alpha commitment. I'll go ahead and take that. And I'm not using it in terms of like, oh, that black guy, he alpha because he got big muscles. No, alpha and beta are a mentality. It's nothing more. It's placeholder terms if you want to get all, want to get your panties in a bunch over it. And women, nice guys who make friendly jokes can actually finish first when it comes to attracting a woman looking for a long-term relationship. Yeah, exactly. She had her fun in her 20s, which is just code for I took miles of dick in college from guys that, oh my God, are so much more attractive than you, but hey, I'll just go ahead and I'll marry the guy that, I never would have dated when I was in graduate school. It's just so funny how many guys just go ahead and take that and just smile and nod, and you'll wonder why marriage rates are in the fucking toilet. After interviewing the women, Dr. Brown and his team concluded that humor helps men build long and substantial relationships, as long as the jokes don't come at the woman's expense. Yeah, exactly, because this is all set in the purview of the women's world, okay, where they're the ones who end up picking the relationships. But in actuality, there's a reason why they don't want to settle down with a dude that has his shit together, the guy who's in good physical shape, the guy that has the money, the resources that makes them, viscerally attractive, where she just wants to go ahead and fucking hop on his giggle stick. So yeah, he'll make her laugh and moan. The guy who's got a stable bank account and a 401k, he'll look after Chad or Tyrone's kid, because some 31-year-old who has 32 under her belt, she'll give him a chance after years of rejection, but now all of a sudden, because she can't really do that much better and she's trying to cash in her chips as the lights are coming on the veritable dating marketplace, using it as an analogy as a casino, the lights are coming on and she's just trying to pair up before everybody gets kicked out. Now she can find that dorky dude who was just a beta orbiter in years gone by and just give him a second chance because, yeah, he's not that bad. Okay, as I used to have this, I had a lot of standards, but now I can go ahead and compromise on a few things. It's like, yeah, he's a nice guy. He's not going to cause much problems, but yeah, I don't really want to fuck him all that often, but I'm sure that'll be fine. As long as I can get mine, he can get his somewhere else. And if he does, well, hey, as long as I'm married to him for a certain amount of time, then the family courts will just make sure I get mine. Women are predisposed to prefer muscularity in men. Study author David Frederick explained. Most of the research is focused on what men find physically attractive in women, which, to be completely honest, once again, women have a much higher standard for what they find physically attractive in men as opposed to guys. I mean, it's like, yeah, okay, cool. Hey, man, she got a decent set of tits. She's fucking ugly as hell, but that'll be fine. I mean, that ass, oh boy, it's like a shelf, but holy shit. It almost makes up for how far those front teeth stick out. Maybe she's built like a beanpole, but she's got a cute smile. Guys really don't care all that much. They'll fuck anything. But they'll wife up the chick that is a benefit and not a liability to her life. Because they'll go out there and they'll fuck hoes, okay? Like, we love hoes. Guys love sluts. They don't want to wife up a slut. They want, here's the nuance, okay? They don't want a whore. They want a good girl to be a whore for them. Get it? Good. But yes, much less research is devoted to what women find attractive. Because they're never going to be honest about it. Let's keep it a buck. Frederick interviewed 99 males about their sexual experiences and uncovered that brawny blokes were twice as likely to have over 3 sex partners than their less muscular peers. Exactly, man, because that should just go ahead and tell you women don't need to be studied for what they find attractive. The medium is the message. They go out there and fuck the guy with the six-pack, but then they end up settling with the guy who brings over a six-pack of Mike's Hard Lemonade and gives her a good 3 pumps before she has to take a deep sigh about what she messed up early in life. Alpha widowing is very much a thing. This is very much confirmation of that. And hey, that's why you got to choose wisely. And then you've also got to manage yourself wisely, ladies. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.